Hi everyone, and welcome back to my V's Views channel. Happy 2018, and thank you to my 24 subscribers. I didn't even realize I was up to so many. Somebody showed me the other day. Thank you, I guess. I barely have had content for the whole of 2017, which is very bad. Speaking of 2017, it was my 10-year anniversary of my naturalness. So I wanted to do an encouraging video to persons who would contemplate going back to the creamy crack or thinking about going natural. I'm also going to talk about some benefits of wearing your hair naturally. Now, I had my first perm when I was 10, and then when I was 12 I went natural for another 4 years, and then when I was 16 I did it again, and then 19 was really my last perm. So really I have about 6 years experience with perm. Not that much, but I have enough, and I used to do it myself, so I know. Now, I've met a lot of people with different definitions of what they think natural is. I am of the opinion that being natural is basically wearing your hair that grows out of your scalp over a long period of time. Let's say in a year, maybe like 80% to 90% of the time you wear your hair out, and there's not much deviation from its natural texture. And I'm not necessarily referring to all curly women around the world, but I am referring to those women who would fall within the 5 and 8 on this picture. I'm also referring to the non-consistent weave wearer, or the non-consistent braid wearer, or the non-3 month perma, every 3 month perma. So I'm talking to those persons that have had the hair natural and basically fighting the good fight. I don't know. When your hair natural, especially if you have locks and stuff like that, that's like an FU to society about like I know who I am, like, and I'm gonna wear this how I want to wear it, like, and this is me, and I'm not gonna change myself because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Now, don't get me wrong, I think extensions and braids could work in a practical sense, because between those 10 years I have worn braids and extensions for a few reasons, and especially if it's medical reasons, of course, like, you know, persons who are going through chemotherapy or going through any kind of disease that probably causes them hair loss. Thinking of going natural for a while already, but in a way I was kind of forced to, because my last perm was horrible. I trusted somebody to do my hair that I should not have, and it was just ridiculous. My hair fell out, and when it first happened, like, I wasn't really seeing it, but when that hair started growing back, all the bald spots were coming out, like you're seeing like hair was missing hair, and then eventually the rest of my hair started breaking off. So I had to wear weaves and braids to cover it up. I was also a college athlete, and I found it very difficult to constantly be combing my hair, going to practices. We have like the first few weeks of school we had 2-a-days, and then we have practice every day. You have games every weekend, 2 games a weekend, and then from practice I have to go straight to class. Like, it was just a lot. So I feel like the best thing for me at the time was just to get braids. My hair was boom boom boom, put it on, let's go. I also remember wearing braids for a pageant, and yes, I know, I understand the irony of activists for natural hair going into a situation where you're being judged on your looks, but again, I felt like it was more practical for me to just put something back, and I realized I didn't even have it out that much, like only in the beginning, and we had this high power energy dance, you know, and we had to do all kind of stuff. And my hair, I would think I was like 2 years into my naturalness, and I hadn't gotten all the right products I felt like could have really tamed that beast down, you know, and I wasn't trying to be here for that and go through all of that. So because we had to go for everything quick, I just felt like, you know, let me just put like 1 or 2 tracks for it, tuck it in, put it, and then like boom 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 boom. And by the way, shout out to Miss Jamaica for wearing her afro in the beauty pageant. Like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, This is like a big statement. Like, God alone knows. I really feel like they had like one person in our entourage just really dedicated to, you know, getting that fro together, getting that right, getting the right products, you know what I mean? And let me just say that I find it very disturbing that being natural or wearing your hair naturally is so much of an uncommon thing that it's an actual thing. That is why I feel like defining someone as being natural has a lot to do with the texture of their hair and how long they leave it out. It's not a fashion statement. And I just feel like in general, anything that has you in your natural state is healthier for you. So now I'm going to talk about some benefits of wearing your hair naturally. Obviously, the number one benefit is that your scalp is healthier. A lot of black women around the world suffer from something called traction alopecia, where baldness occurs from the constant pulling and tension of braids and tracks and stuff like that. You could also get it by always keeping your hair back in one, but it mainly occurs with persons who do wear tracks and they do wear weaves and braids. It is reversible if it's tended to early, but if you do it too late, it would become permanent, obviously. We've been hearing about this for a while. Perms or cold presses or whatever it is that we call the creamy crack. There have been studies where they found these green rings around the skulls or underneath the scalp or whatever of women, mostly black women, who have been known to have perms most of their life or for consistent time in their lives. But I didn't do much research on that, so don't quote me on that. There have been recent studies on how perms can be linked to uterine fibroids and breast cancer risk. I found it very interesting because we do know that black women are at risk for getting uterine fibroids more than any other ethnicity. And I found it interesting when I was doing my research, like they usually say is because we eat a lot more meat and chicken and stuff like that. And then I was thinking, like, maybe it has to do with that and the products that we use, because they say they do contain some hormonal products that causes whatever chemical reactions in the body and puts you more at risk. So also, you could save money. Going natural causes you not to spend too much money on your hair. Now, in the US, the hair care industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you know who the number one demographic of shoppers are? Black women. Imagine what that money could do as an investment in your family and in your time for yourself. So I don't know, there's a big issue behind women and the hair, and if you haven't heard, are you curious, I think you should go watch Chris Rock's Good Hair. That's a good little documentary to watch. It was very interesting and I learned a lot a long time ago when I saw it. Also, there's no fear of sweating or going into the pool, you know. So although sometimes I hate to sweat because, like, if I know I just curl my hair, I know the type of hair I have, like if I did like a little twist or whatever, it might end up becoming bushy, and I don't really like that. But most times if it starts raining, I'm not gonna run, you know, because my hair or whatever. Like most people who are natural, they could sweat, they could jump, run, swim, gym, all these kind of things. Also, you could wear your hair straight and curly, which is nice. I feel like that's a nice little advantage. Like when I'm feeling like I want to slick it down, I could bring it down, and then, but most times I wear it like this, because even when I do straighten my hair, like it's not taking long for any kind of moisture to kink it back up. Now some people might say I don't have quote-unquote good enough quality hair to go natural, but what is that? What is good hair? Like, or they might say my hair is too thick, and who wants to deal with all of that, and and trust me, I understand and I know the struggle. If anything, you do something for yourself in the long term. Everybody should strive to live their best life, and that should mean in every aspect of your life. But really, what is good hair? Like for so long we've been told that this is what we're supposed to conform to. You get it from all kind of directions, like from the media, you hear it from your family, you hear it from people around you. Work gives you a certain look, like especially in corporate America. I know this doesn't necessarily always put into us hair, but I know like in the hotels, they try to put pressure on persons who maybe have dreads and stuff like that, for them to hide the expression of themselves and their blackness. And I just feel like that's not fair. Like, we need to start a bigger revolution. Between 2009 and 2011, there was like a big wave of women who went natural, but I just feel like there's more that needs to be done to expand the revolution, you know. So I don't know, I'm just trying to do my part. But it's been over 10 years and I'm glad that I made the change. I thank God that my hair is not necessarily that thick, so it's kind of easy to comb through and quick to just, usually I just put it in cornrows, go back, take out the cornrows or whatever. But I do need to do a little better job of taking care of my hair a little more. But I do try. Like right now I have some mayonnaise situation going on inside of hair, and hopefully when I wash it out tomorrow I could comb it tonight. I don't know. Anyways, check out the links in the description for more information on some of the things and some of the pictures you saw today that I spoke about, and hit that subscribe button and notifications button if you'd like to see more content from me. So stay natural, become natural, become one with the earth. Goodbye.